This is 4-way hip plus TFL with a 3-way foot or a 3-position foot. So this will work on our hip extension, our hip abduction, our hip flexion, and then our abduction here, and this would be adduction. So 4-way hip, right? We're going back, going across, going forward, going out to the side, and then we'll also work our TFL here, where we'll be at a 45-degree angle from our anchor point and driving our leg out. So you'll have a stick, you'll have a PVC pipe, something to kind of hold on to replace your leg. You can do this with a band, with a cable column, or with a partner resisting you, something that you could use as well. Maybe even like a super light sled where you got to keep stepping back. That'd be a little annoying, but it's an option. So you hook your foot, you hook your ankle with a band, and there's a lot of details into this as we're trying to mimic our gait or our sprint cycle. So the foot and arm, this PVC pipe will replace this leg. Your right foot will be turned out to 1 or 2 o'clock, right? Your right foot will be turned out to 1 or 2 o'clock. When you go to do this with your left foot, that will be between 10 and 11, 10:30. So right foot is turned out. We're then going to have our hips to our belly button, so we're not anteriorly tilted. Thinking about tucking our tailbone, pull the drawstrings of your shorts, pull your hip bones towards your belly button. Then we're going to be nice and tall. So not only that, but I'm going to try to make sure that I get this hip inside of this heel. So I'm not stacked over top. I'm not blown out to the side. Good sprint mechanics right from the start in the early acceleration. We want our feet a little wider. So we're going to try to have this hip inside the heel and work on that. If your hip's outside the heel, now you're running with a crossover gait where your foot's coming in towards midline. We want that hip inside the heel, really leaning into that PVC pipe for some help here. So then the 3-way foot is we'll have our foot turned in, our foot middle, and our foot turned out as we're going through our 4-way hip plus TFL with a 3-foot position. It's just going to hit different muscles at different times of the gait cycle and make sure we're strengthening all of them, not just your classic linear forward and backward. So again, as we go to do this and we're setting up for our extension or our leg coming back, my right foot is out between 1 and 2 o'clock. My hips are to my belly button. I'm leaning into this PVC, so my right hip is inside my right heel, and then I want good posture going on up top. So 3-way foot, we're doing 10 reps each. My foot is turned in, and we're going to pull. And then foot middle. Okay, 10, and then foot out for 10. And then we'll turn. So right foot is out, right hip inside the heel. Good hips to the belly button, good posture. Foot in for 10, foot middle for 10, foot out for 10. For the TFL, we'll turn at a 45-degree angle. Again, my right foot is out 1 or 2 o'clock. My hips are to my belly button. Right heel is inside the hip. Good head posture here. For TFL, we're just at a 45-degree angle to our anchor point with our toe turned in, right? So this foot is not neutral. This foot's in, and that will help hit our TFL muscle. Then we'll face away. Right foot's out, hips to the belly button, right hip inside the heel. Good head posture, foot in. 10, foot middle for 10, foot out for 10. And you can do more than 10 reps. You can do less than 10 reps. You could go for time, 15 seconds of each. Doesn't necessarily matter, just kind of what's your goal and what are you looking for here. So again, my foot's turned out. Try to have my hip inside my heel, hips to my belly button, tailbone tucked, good posture and position, foot in, coming across for 10, then foot middle, and then foot out. So that is the 4-way hip plus TFL 3-way foot. Again, if we're coming in here, we're anchoring. I want this left foot turned out between 10 and 11. And we're having our foot in, our foot middle, and our foot out for hitting different heads of our glute medius, trying to hit a little bit of different hamstring muscles in there as well. Foot turned out, so foot in, foot middle, and foot out. 4-way hip plus TFL, 3 position foot, going for time, going for reps, cable column, bands. Again, light sled, you can do partner resistance there as well.